It's me, Mario! Wah! I'm sorry. I won't do that again. Welcome back to the final episode of Season 2, How to Paint Cthulhu Death May Die. In this final episode, we're going to go ahead and tackle Sergeant Mario and Hailia. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop now. Alright, here we go. Primed in 100% gray coverage. I use matte glacier gray in case anyone's forgotten. And the bulk of this model is going to be painted in this cloudburst blue. This is a blue that I don't use too terribly often because it dries very dark as well as very glossy, but we'll fix that with a matte varnish in the end. All of my miniatures are varnished in matte. By the way, I don't recall if I've addressed that or not, but I do varnish all of them in matte. So any models that you paint following my recipes, if they're looking glossy, once you get that varnish on there, the gloss goes away. We're doing a mixture 1-to-1 of Peachy Flesh and Warrior Skin. Actually, no. Scratch that. It's a 2-to-1. 2 Peachy Flesh, 1 Warrior Skin. We're making him a little more tan, a little darker, a little more olive tone. He is Italian, if memory serves, so I wanted him to be a little darker. Coming in with the Grim Black. Get his shoes. And we're gonna get all of his belts and holster and all that goodness. I mean, this model's basically 3 colors: black, blue, and flesh, with a little bit of the gold accoutrements. But yeah, not a lot going on in this particular model. But the plus side is he's very fast to paint. I even went in with black on his firearm as well, because why bust out another bottle of paint just for that? Going with a little bit of matte white, and we're going to go ahead and hit that cuff. And now our little accent here with the greedy gold. We're going to go ahead and do his buttons. We're going to do the star, both on his chest and his hat. Give him what little color he has. Get the belt buckle. And again, not a lot of paint on your brush. I'm just kind of dabbing it, just kind of patting it. Camera's gonna go out of focus, but I'm gonna fix it. So just be gentle with your application of the gold metallic. You don't need a lot. Now we're gonna go in with a little bit of matte black here, and we're gonna get his mustache, goatee, his manly facial hair. Again, being as gentle as you possibly can. Don't put a lot of paint on the tip of that brush. Don't use a lot of pressure when you are applying it. You're barely touching the surface of the model. And that's it for him. He's super easy. Moving on, we've got a slightly more complex model just in terms of final optional details, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So we're doing the same exact tone here. We're doing like 2-to-1 Peachy Flesh and Warrior Skin. Again, she's a darker model. I wanted more of an olivey, tan skin tone. And we're going to use ochre clay mixed with just a little bit of the sand golem. About a 1-to-1 ratio. I'm going to go ahead and do the bulk of her big woolly coat. Make sure you get all her sleeves and all that good stuff, and her hood. Careful to avoid the hands that we just painted. And now we're coming in with a mixture of Tidal Wave and High Lord Blue. Again, roughly 1-to-1. You're going to go ahead and apply that. Her dress. We're coming in with some Pastel Indigo. And we're going to get her shirt. So you're just going to get inside here. You're going to get her sleeves. Did I call that a dress earlier? It's a skirt. Words. And especially along the torso, you're probably going to go in there a couple times with that Pastel Indigo just because it is such a light color. So you're going to let it dry for a few seconds and then hit it again. And you see here I'm doing the boots with the hardened leather. And then we're going to come in with some ruddy fur, and we're going to get the fur of her big woolly jacket, robe thing. Plate mail metal coming in hot. Gonna get those bracelets. Gonna get her jewelry hanging off her neck. She's got like a brooch going on and then an amulet under that. She's all blinged out. And we're gonna come in with some oak brown, and we're gonna hit the beads with the oak brown. Very gently, not a lot of pressure. Coming in with that pure red. We're just gonna dab along the inside here, that silver jewelry that we painted. Same thing right around her neck there. We're just gonna dab, 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 dab gently. Now this next part is completely optional, but you'll see in the artwork, her robe is decked out in this florally, viney, whatever pattern. So I took some green skin and I just kind of started messing around a little bit, making little swirlies and patterns. And again, it's optional. You don't have to do this. It's tedious. It's frustrating to try to make it even. But at table distance, you know, it looks nice. It looks neat. It adds just a little bit more personality to the model. And as you can see here, I've barely touching the model with the surface of my brush. I'm very lightly. And I just come in here and I do a couple dabs. Up close, like I said, it's not winning any awards. It's not taking any breath away. But like I said, from a distance at the table, it looks nice. And we do the same thing around her sleeve here. And I'm just kind of, at this point, just dabbing little bits and pieces. There's no real method to my madness. I'm making little alternating swirlies along the bottom here. No real plan. I'm making shapes, little half moons, basically, is what I'm doing here. Just enough to show that you know, there's something of a pattern here, and you're gonna go around the whole model doing that. And if you were patient enough to do it, the end result is gonna look something like this. And if you've been following along, your completed models, once you black the bases, are gonna look like this. All right, That's it. That's going to take care of Season 2 of Cthulhu Death May Die. And this is a really quick box to paint. It's not super complicated. Everything flows pretty good. There's not a ton of models, which is nice, so it makes it easier and faster to get everything painted up and to the table to play through. Overall, this is a mixed bag for me in terms of models. I like the super kind of weird, odd alien nature they went for a lot of these sculpts, but then on the other hand, some of these sculpts I'm kind of wondering like, why did you take that approach? So curious to hear your thoughts overall of Season 2. Curious to hear your thoughts of how I painted Season 2. And I'm curious to hear your thoughts on how I edited and shot these videos for Season 2. Any and all feedback is appreciated. Like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. Special shout out to my patrons. I appreciate every single one of you. Link to the Patreon down below. I'm not going to go on my tangent that I've been going on about the Patreon. You know about it. It's there. You know about how bad the algorithm is. YouTube is a dumpster fire. Here we are making videos for fun, trying to build a community. Hopefully it works out. We will see. Anyway, that's going to go ahead and do it for Season 2, and I will catch you on the next painting series for Season 3, Fear of the Unknown. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.